Folks, you ain't heard nothing yet. Are you ready, detective? I call him detective because his job is finding the tune I'm trying to sing. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of detectives accompanying me. This song I wrote as a marriage proposal to my sweetheart. And one evening I sang it to her on the radio. She turned me down. It's called I'll Wine You and Dine You, but I can't afford to desert you. I tell my wife, dear, when I'm out, it's only you I talk about. I tell folks how you send me, my amour. I tell them you're my better half, and then she says you better have. Then she sends me to the grocery store. She drives us to the pictures, she leads me when we dance. But when she's in her nightgown, she knows who wears the pants. She bosses me around all day, she always seems to get her way, but I let her have it in bed. We'll be heard, and I don't say a mumbling word, but I let her have it in bed. That's when we're in pajamas and Cupid flaps his wings. She puts aside her dramas and says the sweetest things, like, get me breakfast right away. So I go down and set the tray, and I let her have it in bed. Well, if you're all going to go out to the lobby, could you bring me back some popcorn? This next song is about a woman who's put up with a lot. The four-eyed preacher took the podium about how Lot's wife hit bottom, how she turned to chloride and sodium when she turned to look at Sodom. And he said, let's not let Lot get forgot. Raise your Bibles if you brought them. Poor Lot's wife, remember this poor sinner. Get your fork and a knife and pour Lot's wife on your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The angels changed her into salt to serve as a reminder. For Lot's wife found it hard to leave the Sodomites behind her. Lot dragged her home upon a cart and tried hard not to spill her. He tucked her into bed and laid his head upon the pillar. Poor Lot's wife, remember this poor sinner. Get your fork and a knife and pour Lot's wife on your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She started cussing out her man. She verbally assaulted him. So Lot found to pass her up, and not a soul could fault him. He brought her by the Navy Yard. He took her to the baker, but no one even got a pinch. Old Lot just couldn't shake her. Poor Lot's wife, remember this poor sinner. Get your fork and a knife and pour Lot's wife on your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She really got his pressure up, and things were looking dicey. He threw her out onto the street one winter, it was icy. And so beware, my sisters, if